Good day, Leo, and welcome to my channel. This is your reading for November 10th, the day of Mokosh, which is the celebration of the goddess of Earth. If you're new here, welcome. If you're coming back, welcome back. I hope you're all doing well, and I hope this reading resonates with you. Let's go ahead and take a look at your affirmation for the day. I am creatively inspired by the world around me. I am creatively inspired by the world around me. That is your affirmation for the day. Universe speak, spirits guide. What needs to be known? What lessons need to be learned? Nine of Spades, Ten of Clubs, King of Clubs, and the King of Spades. Okay, so your general energy for the day is the King of Spades, leadership. So, yeah, you might be in the role of leadership when it comes to this day. Now, this can be leadership over, some kind of work, or this can even just be leadership over like your family. Like maybe you're the one that leads the family, and on this day, you're going to be, heavily in that position with them, or it could be work. But either way, you are going to be in the position of leadership. And what the card warns is that you need to make sure not to lead with your ego and use your head, right? Because sometimes, when we are in the position of leadership, we tend to think that we know it all, right? Because hey, why wouldn't we? We're the leader, so obviously we know everything. This is not true. You want to take in the advice and the ideas of the people around you, because they might have know something that you don't know. That happens. Just because you're the leader doesn't mean that you know everything. It might mean that you're at the best at what you do, but there still might be something that you didn't think of, and somebody else might. Uh, at the beginning of the day, you have the Nine of Spades, the Death card. Now, yes, this can mean the death of a person, but 99.9% of the time, it means the death of something, the death of an idea, the death of a job, a relationship, maybe the death of an ego. It could be the death of your ego. But either way, whatever it is that's coming to an end here, you won't see it at first, but after a while, you'll see that it's a blessing, because whatever this is has been causing you fear, worry, nightmares, and other problems. Like I said, you won't see it at first, because it's rough for anything to die off, right? Even if it's like an ideal or whatever, or your ego. Um, in the middle of the day, you got the Ten of Clubs. You're fed up with a burden. Yeah, there is a burden that you are fed up with. And you might be thinking about giving into it and being like, well, I guess this is just my life and I have to deal with this. And the cards are saying, no, don't give up. The end is near. This burden will come to an end. But keep in mind that a lot of times burdens are in our hands. A lot of times it's up to us to remove this burden from our lives. So make sure to look around and not and see if there isn't some way that you can remove this burden from your life. At the end of the day, you have the King of Clubs, the King of Men, a fatherly figure. Now, this could be a fatherly figure coming in for you. Now, this doesn't have to be a man, this can be a woman, but this person is selfless and loyal. Um, Now, the thing is, for some of you, I feel like this is actually you. You know what I'm seeing here, and whatnot. I'm seeing the death of your ego. Not for all of you, but the death of your ego, and that the ego might be part of the burden, might have been part of why the burden is there. And then I see you rising up and being the fatherly figure, being loyal, being selfless, being the leader, and and being the one that everybody comes to for advice. That's what I'm really seeing here. Um, is that you're going to go through steps to become that better leader. That leader that leads with a head and not an ego. So I feel like today's going to be just kind of like an evolution of yourself. For others of you, this here might not have anything to do with the leadership. Like I said, this can be the death of anything. This burden can be separated from that. But for some of you, I really feel like, yeah, that this is the death of your ego. You taking on the leadership role and letting that die off. And by doing so, I think that's going to remove a burden from you, which will lead you to being a fatherly figure who's in a leadership role. Let's go ahead and see what the tarot cards have to say. Universe speak, spirits guide. What needs to be known? What lessons need to be learned? Oh, okay. So you have the chariot. So maybe some of you are actually going to be traveling this day, and that's going to bring you like peace of mind and whatnot and a new outlook on life. Others of you, I feel like this is just saying that this is a travel to a new way of thinking, a travel to a new way of being for you, by losing the ego and removing the burden and finding yourself to be more of a fatherly figure. And others of you, this is actual travel, but for some of you, I really do think that this is a travel, uh, like a journey for yourself, a journey of the self, right? Of you learning something new about yourself and rising above where you're at right now. And others of you, it's travel. And if you're not traveling, I would suggest that you travel to bring yourself some peace of mind and maybe open your mind to some new things in life. But yeah, I really feel like a lot of you are going to go through a transformation this day. When it comes to you, when it just comes to like your ego and whatnot, I feel like it's going to be knocked down a peg, and I feel like within that you're going to find a way to remove that burden. So anyway, I hope this resonates. I hope it helps. If it does, hit that like button. And if you would, please comment, share, and subscribe. I hope to see you back here next holiday. And until then, stay safe, stay mindful, and stay healthy.